Welcome to sunny Oceanside, California for The People's Voice. We're going to find out what the public thinks about one of my favorite topics right now, coronavirus. We're going to find out what they think of the pandemic, what they think of COVID. Are they really scared of the virus? And do they think the government is being honest with us about the data? Come check it out. What are your thoughts on the coronavirus pandemic?
Well, I think it's out there. I think the media has hyped it up maybe more than it really is.
People get in their cars every day and drive to the grocery store, to the hospital, and they're taking a higher risk at driving a car than they are of getting the coronavirus and dying.
Well, hopefully it'll be over soon. You hear all different types of things, so just for everyone to try and stay as safe as they possibly can until the whole thing is over.
Hopefully we come out of it soon. It seems like we're getting more cases and more cases as the days go on. But a part of me thinks that it's really affecting the older people and the people that have diseases or other ailments, and the people like myself and probably you aren't going to be affected by it even if we do get it.
I think it's been managed terribly by the president and the United States government.
Just there's a lot of different stories coming out, and so it was always hard to figure out what side to listen to. My wife's a ER nurse, and so we've kind of stayed on the conservative side and making sure everybody's safe, and so we're just looking for things to get going again, but safely.
Did you feel differently at the beginning of this pandemic than you do now about it?
Very little. My wife was real scared at the beginning, and I was concerned a little bit more, but now I'm over it.
Absolutely. There's so many different stories that's come out in the beginning, and then they changed it along the way, so it's just altogether just be safe.
Not particularly, no. I mean, if you take safety precautions, wear a mask, wash your hands, social distance, I think everybody will be all right.
Definitely. I was definitely had a lot more fear, wore the mask a lot more, and now, I don't know, I might have already gotten it, and I just didn't know,
And did you feel differently about it at the beginning of this than you do now?
No.
Yeah, in the beginning it seemed like it was going to be more tragic in the very beginning, like with the complete lockdown, and everybody was kind of locked down, and now it seems to be like you almost have to remember to put a mask on.
Are you scared of getting COVID-19?
No, not at all.
No, not really. I mean, that's just life. What happens, happens. So you just have to be careful and try and stay healthy and take care of yourself.
I try to stay safe. I mean, I'm not terrified of it, but definitely want to, keep it from safe, and so I don't get it and pass it on to my parents as well.
I'm reasonably afraid of getting COVID-19, yes.
And the last question, do you think the government has been honest with us about the data and the evidence and the numbers related to the deaths?
No, I don't, because every time you turn on the news, it's something different. They're saying different things, and one is contradicting the other, so absolutely not.
I think they're not totally honest, no. I don't think they really had a good idea of, in the early part of it, what was going on. So I don't think that the counts are very accurate from back then. And I don't think they've adjusted them to take that into consideration now.
Yes, reasonably honest.
No, when they first started lying about people dying and they're taking motorcycle wrecks and attributing them to corona, I knew then that it was a big hoax on their part. It's just a way for them to shut this country down, because if it was so real, they wouldn't be lying about it, and there would be a red box on every corner for everybody to throw their mask in. Instead, you see masks laying all over the parking lots and streets, where if it was that big of a deal, they would be taking different kind of precautions.
It's just hard to tell these days. I mean, depending on what channel of news you watch, it seems like one or the other is telling fibs. So no.
Probably not, but I really don't know. Yeah, not sure. But knowing the government, I would say probably, yeah.
Probably that they've been honest with us?
No, that they have not been fully honest with us, yeah. They might have tried to be honest with us, but as more numbers come in, we're finding that they're probably not as honest as we thought.
What do you think about the coronavirus pandemic? I agree. Well, you heard it here first.